Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Amy and I hope you're doing well today. I've got another Reddit story for you and this one honestly caught me off guard. At first it sounded like a simple family disagreement over a collectible figure, but the more I read, the more complicated it became, and by the end I had completely changed my opinion about who was right. Before we jump into it, I want to tell you about something that might be useful if you enjoy CSGOFast. If you haven't claimed the best CSGOFast promo code 2026 yet, make sure to enter 100F in the promo code section. Using this CSGOFast promo code gives you a 10% deposit bonus and one free case as soon as you activate it. So if you've been reading a CSGOFast review wondering whether CSGOFast Legit is the right platform, or you're looking forward to some CSGOFast case opening, this is a great opportunity to start with an extra bonus. You can also check out CSGOFast free cases. And if you get lucky with a valuable skin, the CSGOFast withdrawal process is quick and easy. All right, let's see what happened in today's story. A few nights ago, I came across this Reddit story, and honestly, it kept surprising me every time I thought I knew where it was going. It starts with a family dinner, but by the end, it turns into something much more serious. According to the post, a man and his family were invited over to his brother's house for dinner. His brother had a huge collection of action figures and movie collectibles, something he'd spent years building. During the visit, the author's 15-year-old son asked if he could take a closer look at the collection. His uncle agreed. Everything seemed perfectly normal. The family went home, and nobody thought much about it. The next day, however, the author's brother called him in a panic. One of the collectibles was missing. It wasn't just any figure. It was a rare Boba Fett figure that was still sealed in its original packaging. The brother checked his security camera, and the footage clearly showed the teenager carrying the figure out of the house and putting it into the family's car. The father was furious. He confronted his son, took the figure back, and prepared to return it. That's when things became much worse. His son had already opened the packaging. The brother explained that the unopened figure had recently been professionally valued at around $2,200. Once the original packaging was opened, it lost almost all of that value. Hearing that, the brother broke down over the phone. He refused to take the damaged collectible back and demanded compensation instead. The father was shocked. He admitted his son had done something wrong, but he felt asking for over $2,000 was excessive. He offered to help pay for a replacement, just not the entire amount. His brother refused. He warned that if the full value wasn't paid, he'd file a police report and let his insurance company handle the claim. At first, the father genuinely believed his brother was overreacting. He even admitted that he never really understood why people spent so much money collecting rare figures. To him, it was just a toy. But after reading thousands of comments, he slowly realized he had been looking at the situation the wrong way. It didn't matter whether he personally valued collectibles. They mattered to his brother. And more importantly, his son had stolen something that didn't belong to him. The father and his wife decided their son should help pay for the damage. They started gathering some of his expensive belongings to sell and planned to use the money toward compensating the brother. At the same time, the father contacted his brother again. This time, he agreed to pay the full value of the collectible if necessary. They thought they finally had a solution. Then everything changed. While sorting through their son's belongings, his wife discovered messages between him and one of his online friends. Those messages completely changed the story. It turned out their son hadn't stolen the figure because he wanted to keep it. He had searched its value online while they were still visiting his uncle. He knew it was worth thousands of dollars. His entire plan was to sell it for cash. The only reason he removed it from the packaging was because he thought it would be easier to hide in the car. He had no idea that opening the box would destroy most of its value. When the parents read those messages, they were devastated. This wasn't an impulsive mistake. It had been planned. The father admitted that discovering the truth completely changed his perspective. Instead of trying to protect his son from the consequences, he decided his son needed to face them. His brother would file the police report. The insurance company would handle the claim. And whatever legal consequences followed, the family would deal with them honestly. The father said he still loved his son and would support him through everything that came next. But he also believed this lesson had to happen while his son was still a teenager. In his own words, he'd rather watch his son learn from this now than grow into an adult who believed stealing from family was acceptable. Honestly, I thought that final update completely changed the story. At first, I understood why the father wanted to defend his son, but once it became clear that the theft had been planned from the beginning, I found it much harder to see it as a simple teenage mistake. I'd really like to know what you think. If you were in the father's position, would you have tried to keep the police out of it, or would you have made the same decision in the end? That was definitely one of those stories where my opinion kept changing the more I learned. At first, I felt sorry for the father. Then I understood why the brother was so upset. And after the final update, I honestly think the father made the right decision by letting his son face the consequences. But I'm really curious to hear what you think. If you were in that situation, would you have tried to protect your child, or would you have let the legal process move forward? Share your thoughts in the comments because I'd love to read them. And before you head out, don't forget that if you're playing on CSGOFast, you can use the promo code 100F to receive a 10% deposit bonus and one free case. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. I always enjoy sharing these stories with you. Take care, have an amazing day, and I'll see you again in the next video.